Dear listeners, greetings and a loving Sairam from Prashant Nilayam, the spiritual capital of the entire universe. I am Raghu from Team Radio Sai, welcoming you all for today's Thursday Live, and this is the segment Service Love in Action, in which we bring you accounts of Swami's love and our love for Swami, translating into service to humanity. Today is 16th of October 2014, and the time right now in our studio is 11:45 a.m. and it's a pleasant morning here at Prashant Nilayam Ashram, the abode of highest peace. As part of today's segment, Service Love in Action, I'll be playing for you an interview that I recorded a couple of weeks back with Brother Bharadwaj. Well, Sri D.S.V. Bharadwaj finished his B.Ed and then he did his Masters in English Literature and is currently working as Headmaster of Government High School, Arasivilli in Srikakulam district in the South Indian state of Andhra Pradesh. He has been in Swami's divine fold for past 22 years and has carried out various spiritual and service activities. Inspired and guided by Bhagavan, he has founded a service organization which he lovingly calls LAASA Foundation, and LAASA stands for Love All and Serve All. Well, as he is visually challenged, Bhagavan has taken care of him in all aspects of his life and in all sort of situations to have his smooth life journey on the right path of spirituality. So this conversation will be on the LAASA Foundation that he has started, and he will be talking to us about this service organization, and let's listen to this conversation. Sairam, Brother Bharadwaj, greetings and a warm welcome to Radio Sai Studios.
Thank you.
This is a segment called Service Love in Action, and in this segment we talk to Swami's devotees and come to know about what service activities they are involved in, and also listen to the experiences that they have gained after being involved in the service activities. As Swami always says, Paropakarartham idam shariram. So all of his devotees are inspired by it and are involved in service activities in some or the other way wherever they are. Now, you are the founder of this service body called LAASA Foundation, right?
Yes.
So LAASA has, I know it stands for Love All and Serve All.
Love All and Serve All.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in fact, the name itself is so inspiring because Love All, Serve All is one of the most quoted quotes by Bhagavan. So I'm sure this LAASA Foundation is something very unique. So today we want you to tell us about it. So let's start from the very beginning. Now you have got this challenge of being visually impaired. So what has inspired you and motivated you to start this LAASA Foundation, and what is it all about?
Om Sri Sairam. My pranams at the lotus feet of our most beloved Bhagavan. Before telling about the LAASA Foundation, let me just say a few words. The journey with Swami. Why? Because in 1992, as you just told that the disability of me has led me to this extent, to this Prashant Nilayam, where I found the mighty love and the most compassionate touch of Bhagavan, and I got all the spiritual values and all the courage to lead and to live even without vision. You have quoted one thing, Paropakarartham idam shariram.
Yes.
It is true. We all know that Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham, that this life is the boon and gift of God. If it is not purposefully utilized, as we all know that we are the instrument of Bhagavan, many things and many activities, many rituals, many spiritual steps were observed by me before establishing this foundation. But still there is a lack in my mind that there are crores and thousands and lakhs of people outside the world where they may not be devotees of Swami or they may not be the followers of any spiritual path, but they are very good in their nature. The factor of love or the element of love which Bhagavan emphasized all his avatar time, is universal and uncomparable. So let us establish a platform for all the good, all the cream of good, and all the generous and kind-hearted. So one day it struck my mind that what to do. I have just inquired myself, and I have called 20 to 21 of my friends. I just want to establish a little bit of organization where I just want all of your help. And everyone came with a very supportive and most loving heart. They came forward and they have supported this foundation. And this LAASA foundation, shortly we say is LAASA. It is love all and serve all. All includes each individual of the human being in this world. There are no any barriers or boundaries or any differences in it. So this foundation is not just doing something, but it want to inculcate the habit of thinking that what that we could do for our brotherhood who is around us. In fact, in the first lines of our LAASA Foundation brochure, I have written, Bhagavan has given me the courage and the knowledge to write a few words. We cannot wipe out all the tears of the world. Anybody on this earth cannot wipe out all the tears of the world of all the people. But if we could wipe out a few of the tears of the sufferers or the needy, our life's mission and task is completed.
Yes.
Because we should always keep in our mind that we are not serving the needy and the sufferer. We are serving ourselves. With this motto, the LAASA Foundation was established in the year 2013 on Dasara, October 13th. We have inaugurated the website laasafoundation.org. And the work is started. It is quite simple. There is no any rocket science is involved. It's a quite simple thing. Each individual, yourself, myself, anyone in the world, we earn something for our livelihood and for our family and for ourselves. Let us put a fraction of our earning towards the needy or towards the service or towards the help. Where there are lakhs of people are stretching their hands and waiting with anxious eyes, where they could get a cordial and warm hug. So all the contributions will be kept in the account of LAASA. Any individual, of any volunteer, of anywhere, this LAASA Foundation, there are no barriers of caste, creed, religion, reason. No barrier is there. We firmly feel that each individual is the reflection of God, and we value each member, or we call the volunteer. Now we are some 250 plus spread all over India. Even we have 1 or 2 volunteers even outside the India also. And any volunteer can do any help to any needy in any part of place. That is the beauty of this foundation.
Yeah, very nice. In fact, you said, let's put a fraction of our earnings to the society. Just I am reminded of an analogy that I heard sometimes back. It tells that it is the duty of every person to help the poor and needy. There was an old man and he had 2 sons. One son was very responsible and hardworking, and other son was very lazy and spendthrift kind of thing. So this old man writes his will, and in his will he gives 75% of his property to the hardworking son and only 25% of the property to his lazy son. But with a condition that whenever that lazy son wants any financial help, whenever he is in need, then this hardworking son should help him. So in the same way, God is our divine father, and he has got 2 types of children. One is rich, one is poor. He has made rich rich and poor poor with the condition that whenever the poor is in need, the rich should help. So it is the duty of the rich person or anybody to help the persons who are in need.
Very nice. Why? Because if we take a religion for a matter, even in Christianity or followers of Muslim, they all take a part of their each month's earning
Yes, yes.
towards the needy and for their welfare of their own persons and that reason and everything.
In fact, even Swami has told his devotees many times, like, whenever you cook food at your home, keep a small portion.
A handful of even rice.
Yeah, rice. So that as if you are cooking for one more person in the family, that is nothing but Swami. And after a few days, you can collect from different people the quantity of rice and cook it and do Narayan Seva.
Yes, yes. A great thing is that, firstly, I should say that I might have forgotten, but it is a foremost thing to say. Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba is the main motto of this unique and growing foundation. Why? Because you told that earlier that it is a famous quotation given by Bhagwan, love war and serve war.
Yes.
This is not just a quotation. I think that it is a path of spirituality. The entire essence of all Vedas and all scriptures is the only thing equivalent, love all and serve all. Always Bhagwan says that. And moreover, in all the cases, in all the aspects, we can say that Bhagwan has attracted all people from all corners of the world only with his love. And what he did, he turned all the persons towards society with love.
Yes.
So anything which we do with love will manifest into the offering towards God. So Bhagwan Baba is the only motivation, and he is the doer for this foundation. And in establishing this foundation also, to take his path available even to the persons who are not aware of Bhagwan Baba's message. That is my motto.
Okay.
Who are not even aware of Bhagwan's love message of love, should be habituated to render service in most loving way.
Wonderful. Now, please tell us the objectives and vision of this foundation.
The objectives are very simple, but they are very essential. First, each one of us must have a conviction in life. All the animals, creatures, they take birth, they grow, they die. Even ourselves. But we should have a legacy over our life when we pass away, when we leave this body. I always say that we close our eyes twice. First, when we sleep. Second, when we leave this body. When we close our eyes on the first account, when we go to sleep, each time we dream a lot.
Yes.
And on the second account, when we leave this body, let the world dream about us.
Nice.
That is the true and actual meaning of living. Even if we take Bhagwan as an example, even of after his physical incarnation, the people around the world, crores of people, are dreaming about him. They are dreaming about his mission. They are dreaming about his love. They are dreaming about his path. So, the objectives of LAASA are just four. One is, first, the self-confidence. Yes, I can notice any individual as God and myself as God. This is the first self-confidence objective we want to develop. The second is self-awareness. What is awareness? Before that what we are, let we know that what is going around us. You know, we often find in televisions and we read in the stories and newspapers, magazines, somebody is dying, lying on the road, but nobody is bothering. That is the most pathetic condition of humanity. Each volunteer must observe their surrounding, and they should notice what is that is need for them. I can tell you a little example. Recently, just 10 to 15 days back, one volunteer has joined the foundation. He was doing some finance business, daily collection. So he noticed a thing. Sir, can I share that thing to you? He has called me and asked, okay, why not? You can tell. So one mother is having a problem. She wants to pay a 1400 rupee examination fee for her son. But there is no even single rupee at home, as the father is not going to any work. as he is a awful drunkard. So the mother is weeping, sir, let us help. Immediately LAASA Foundation stood with that volunteer, gave the money, and the examination fee of that particular boy was paid to that college.
Okay.
See, we want that each individual of us, each individual in the world, each human being, everyone must observe the surroundings, and they should notice that what is going on. This is the second is that is called what is self. All we are called self. That is self-awareness. And third one is self-satisfaction, which is very, very important, said by Bhagwan. Because we may earn crores of rupees, kilos of gold, or having diamond jewelry, or four-wheelers, mansions, everything. But it is not accountable in terms of satisfaction. Why? Because if we do something to a needy, just 1.5 2 months back, I got a call. One of the LAASA volunteer had served HIV children at Desire Society, Visakhapatnam, of 22 HIV positive children. They have that orphanage has a great need of school bags for their children, HIV children. They don't have proper stainless steel plates to eat. They don't have proper mats to sit. And the LAASA Foundation has provided everything with 10,000 rupees.
Okay.
From there itself, the volunteer has called me and said that, sir, I am working as a teacher in one of the reputed institutes. I earned a lot. Till today, I didn't taste what a real help is. It is so joy and so much bliss on part of me and myself, and all of my friends came today. We all served and we are very, very happy today. This happiness cannot be measured. So our motto is the self-satisfaction. The third objective is self-satisfaction. Lastly, self-realization. Because we all should realize what this life is. We all think that we are all growing, but we are also going. We are also going. Where we are going? See, this is nothing but taking this birth to the another birth. This is a cycle of chain of cycle. But we should realize that this body and this life is not permanent. All of us must realize that this body and the structure are this beautiness. And just now in Sanatana Sardi, I read, we came with empty hands and we go with empty hands. And between these two empty things, we feel a lot and we feel a lot. So our objective is, the last and very important objective is to inculcate and to make each individual realize what the actual their self and their life is.
Wonderful. So LAASA Foundation is like a platform for people with good intentions.
Yes.
Anybody who wants to do something good to their society can approach the LAASA Foundation, and this foundation will help them in achieving their objective.
Yes.
So can you please tell our listeners how anybody, if they want to do anything good, can approach LAASA Foundation?
Yes. LAASAfoundation.org. LAASA. LAASA. FOUNDATION. LAASAfoundation.org is the website. If you click on the website, there you find Become a Volunteer tab. If you click it, an application will open. If you fill the registration form, which is called the registration form, and immediately the foundation members or the in-charges will call the persons and will notice and will have an interactive phone call with them, that what they are, what they want to do, how they want to serve the society around them, and how could they contribute. And we don't want the simple money from the volunteers. I just want to underline the word again. We just don't want money. We want the men. Because the money which we spend is earned by the men.
Yes.
Men are more important than money.
They should participate. They should
Yes.
come forward and participate.
Yes, because the money here is not criteria. Because always Bhagavan says, for any good work, the Almighty will pour the money. We all have witnessed how Swami has greatly constructed all these super specialties and all these projects. He is the role model for us. He never asked for any individual for any service activity, but all are filled and well established and well being done with his only divine sankalpa. That sankalpa, even we can do it if we have firm determination and a conviction of practicing with a clean and pure heart. Any volunteer can join from any corner of the world in this foundation.
Nice. So please share with us some of the activities that LAASA Foundation has done right from the beginning. Which was the first activity that you did?
If there is a good intention, if you have a love and a service feel and zeal, if you have feel of help, if you have zeal of serving, you can do anything. I just quote you one example. One of my car driver, he is my brother. I say, of course he is driver, but he is my brother. By name Bharadwaj. He often takes me here and there in car. One day he asked, sir, what is that LAASA Foundation, all that you are talking about with all the persons? And I said all these things. Immediately he told that, sir, I want to join this foundation. Till today, as I am 28 years old, that man said, I am unable to do anything. Let my money feed someone. Let it give some life or something to help someone to do. We have a helpline number. 9848873108. Any volunteer can call that number and they can update whatever that they want to do through foundation. And one day at about 5:30 in the morning, he called, sir, in our village there is a very old lady who is begging all the way morning and evening. It is very much pathetic and very much sorrow that she is very sad. She is crying all the way. We, the foundation, will not do anything directly. We have deposited some money to that particular volunteer, some money to his account. He has withdrawn the money. He adopted that lady, and each month, on the first of every month, this volunteer will provide a rice and grocery, all that wanted to that lady, as Bhagavan given that Amrita Kalasham. In that manner only, that lady was fed.
Amrita Kalasham will have rice, oil, and other ration items.
For a quarterly period, we will release the budget for that lady to the volunteer itself. The volunteer will withdraw money. He will provide whatever that they live. Now, that lady stopped begging.
Okay.
She is leading her life in a most happiest way.
Nice.
And the first activity is the most miraculous activity. Actually, we thought that we will just do these things with some 20, 30, that's all. We don't want to extend it more or something like that.
Volunteers.
Volunteers. Let us confirm to some 30 or 40. Let us not increase more. We cannot deal. But the first activity is the most miraculous activity. On 13th of October, the foundation website was inaugurated. On 20th, on Bhagwan's Avatar declaring day, the first activity was taking place. The vice president of our foundation, Mrs. Malati Kameshwar Rao, she is a gynecologist. She often comes to Prashantaniam even for attending the mobile medical camps.
Oh, okay.
And she is the vice president of this foundation. And she wanted to organize a screening camp in women to screen the cervical cancer in women. So one of our secretary of the LAASA Foundation is Mrs. Sudha Paidi. She is the principal of Keshav Reddy schools. So she has organized a camp in their school itself. So more than 50 to 60 women all were screened, and of different classes, even ayahs, teachers, all married women were screened. And she found some 3 biopsies. She has taken 3 biopsies. And for fortunate thing of that patient, one lady was diagnosed the cervical cancer stage 1A. Oh, and she was the sister of this secretary Sudha.
Okay.
The cancer patient was not having husband. She is the breadwinner of the house. She is having one daughter, one boy and one girl. So she was weeping, and foundation has guided in all means, and she was treated at KIMS Hyderabad. She got orgasm and she was treated, and now she is well, healthy.
Okay.
And if this foundation is not there, her life is not going to be saved, because after 1 or 2 years the stages of cancer will increase.
Yes, correct.
And certainly in the last stages we cannot do.
So at the right moment the cancer was detected and it was
so
cured.
The first activity gave a message to all of us, not to the public. Dear devotees or dear volunteers, do things in a commitment way, which you have started, and continue it on. So immediately we have taken all the volunteers, all the members, all the higher level people, all we thought. My wife, Mrs. Maheshwari, is the treasurer. So all we took one great decision that we should extend it. We should not stop this mission to a particular 30, 40, 50 year people. So the first activity gave a lot of courage and a lot of inspiration that we have saved a life. That's it. And that is more than that what we have expected, and that is happened on Bhagwan's most auspicious day.
Avatar declaration.
Yes. And firmly I can say that Mr. Vijay Kumar Sunkara, who is a Christian working for this foundation, who has designed all the website, even today he is struggling and doing his most valuable hard work and service to this website and this foundation. He is one of my beloved friend, and with this first activity we have started, and slowly it has increased, and till today we have completed some 50 activities.
Okay.
Of spending more than 4.5 lakhs. 4.5 lakhs are spent on 50 activities.
In fact, I was going through the website and many of the activities are mentioned in that, and a couple of activities which touched me were the one in which for a government school, the children get free education, and in the afternoon they get free meals.
Midday meals.
But they don't have a proper plate.
Yes.
To have, and some volunteer donated the plates, right?
Volunteer?
With the help of the foundation.
Yes, with the help of the foundation will donate. The beauty of the foundation is any volunteer can do anything.
Yeah, correct.
Suppose you are one of the volunteers, for example. You have seen something. And one major aspect I want to share you. See, in this world, major part of the people are middle class persons, where they will have their own family budgeting, own life budgeting and everything. If they want to do something good, they can spend some 500, 1,000, 2,000. There's a limit for it.
Correct.
They may have a good heart. Oh, that cancer patient is needed some 10,000 for 2 chemotherapies. Can we give? No.
But they won't have so much money.
No, they have the heart, but their wallet will not permit. If you give a simple phone call to the foundation will work through you, and you can do the job, and you can treat that patient. And what you said is right. And we have provided some 5 to 6 schools.
Yeah, in this case also that volunteer, he wanted to provide plates for the children, but
yes.
I think he didn't have the financial money, so the foundation helped him.
No volunteer will directly put any money for the activity purpose. Each month we all put the money together. That's it. That is the only thing. The money will be prioritizedly shared to all the activities which is needed on the priority basis. There is a team called Priorities Addressing Team. The team will decide with the help of the founder and president which activity or which help is to be addressed at first. Why? Because we have given an injection to a leukemia patient, a blood cancer patient. His name is Shivakumar. He was studying his 10th class. He has given up his studies because of his blood cancer.
Okay.
And one of our volunteers have told that he is in a great troubling stage. His father is just a private employee, just with 6,000 rupees. Immediately in the month of July, he needed some 24,950 rupees of injection immediately. Otherwise the boy will die. So LAASA Foundation has taken immediate challenge instantly, and immediately we admitted that boy in Indo-American Cancer Institute, Hyderabad, and the treatment was given to him. Doctor said that for coming 6 months, there is no life threat to this boy.
Now, because of this LAASA Foundation, many volunteers join, and you'd have seen some changes and transformations in the behavior of the volunteers, in you yourself also. So can you share with us some of such transformations that you have seen?
Very great and good question. The washerman has taken clothes to the pond to wash it. What we expect after washing? Clean clothes, well pressed. Much percentage of the good people always try to do good things. But always Bhagavan Shri Sai Baba emphasizes on one particular point: self-transformation. If we are not transformed, and if we do something good in a pretension way, there is no use of any result. And what you asked is the valuable question. And we here witness many cases in the behavior or in the outlook or in the thought process. Why? Because the service is not just which is done only through actions. There are two levels which we are missing. Bhagavan Baba said that service is of three levels. Firstly, with our thoughts. We should think of others in a loving way, in a compassionate way. And secondly, words. We should speak to all in a smooth and soft way. And thirdly, the actions. Major percentage of the serving people do good things. And I can say that many of our volunteers have transformed a lot, I can say. Because one of the volunteers by name Mr. Surya Prakash, he's just a young boy working in one of the chemical factories. And he is normal, very normal before joining to LAASA Foundation. He has not that much of awareness towards the society or around. And now he came to a stage that he is able to help anyone who is needy. Just before a few weeks, he helped one of his friends who is in dire need to pay some coaching fee. So he approached the foundation and he paid it to the friend. The friendship was bonded more with love, with care and share. Yada Jagdish, he's a software engineer in Hyderabad. He has served some HIV children there in Hyderabad through this foundation, where he expressed that very valued thing. Sir, not only just providing by some medicine, we have provided some 17,000 rupees of medicine for the HIV children through foundation. What he said is a very valuable thing. So just providing some medicine, some food, some sort of things, we should not stop with it. And those children are not in that want. They are not desiring that. We supply, they take. No, they want love. If we spend a smiley time with them, with the HIV children, if we could play with them for an hour, if we could talk to them at least for a few minutes, that is more that we have provided. So the matter of service is not only just through providing something or distributing something, doing something by our actions, but also we should possess our words in a serving and helping and loving way. We should also think in a love and positive way. We LAASA Foundation always, each day, we give one inspiring message to all of our volunteers. A good quotation of Swami, or a good quotation of Prophet Muhammad, or a good quote from Bible, or anything. All religions are very equal. All Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, everyone will come and sit in Sai Kulwant. They sit in Purnjandra equally. There is no difference. Like that, each individual must observe the same thing in the foundation. Also, we are observing the major portion is here, the equanimity. It has started. The transformation level is started. And I could say that the transformation within me, that is what you have asked, the second part.
Yes, please tell about it.
One day, as I was thinking, that what is this Lavwal and Sarwal? See, Bhagavan has given us a chance to establish this foundation myself thinking as a person, did I change? Did I transform? Am I loving all? Then a question came to mind that yes, I am not loving all. But what is the use in this foundation? Establishment is foundation. What all includes? All includes words of our enemies, likers and dislikers. Everyone, each individual in the world ought to be loved. Okay. Then I inquired myself, and where the fault lies. At the age of 7, my mother and my father were detached because of some disputes.
They were separated.
Yeah, separated. He married another woman some 25 years back itself. And they have a child. And 29 years passed. I even didn't look at my father's face. With some angerness on him that he left us and he went away. So I thought with Swami and with myself, with introspected. And one day I spoke to Mr. Vijay Kumar, who is technical head of this foundation, who is the State Bank of Hyderabad's manager.
He is in charge of that website, right?
Yes, and not only, he is the technical in charge of whole LAASA.
Okay.
And he is also a great philosopher. We will have a thorough discussion on the spirituality and practices. So I spoke to him, Vijay, if I don't love my father, who has given me the birth, I am leading this life because I have taken birth. That birth is given by him, because of him. If I am unable to love him, what is the use of loving all and serving all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Vijay, let me try. And he said, no, that is not that much easy as you are telling, but you cannot go. And I said that, no, let me try. And immediately on June 11th, this 2014, I went to my father.
Okay.
Without any expectation, without thinking anything about past. And I went. See, for any good thing there will be a God grace. I can tell you, even God is in good. You see the spelling. God is good. God is God.
Only the letter O is missing.
Yes, that means even God accustoms in good. So I went there. He received very cordially.
After 29 years you went?
Yes. After 20 years I went to my father. He received very cordially. And all the family loving, smiling, jumping in joy that my son came to me. And after going myself, I have called from there to my mother, who my father and my mother both spoke on phone. After that he came to our house and my sister went there to him. All bondages were now as usual. There is a lot of communication and bothering towards each individual. Just with putting ego aside, loving with a pure heart led this transformation within me. So I have a firm determination where Bhagwan Baba has always loved with this pure love only. So one good quotation has started within me. This is also the power of divine has given. That forgiving is a necessity, loving is an opportunity. Forgiving is a necessity thing. If forgiving is not there, this entire world is not there. Loving is an opportunity because we don't know whether we will get another life to love people or not, but we should love all. So through this foundation, I can firmly say with the most happiest heart and thought that I got benefit. Individually, I have self-realized. The object of self-realization was manifested here.
Just as in the LAASA Foundation, the name itself says love or serve all. I can say that, in fact, this whole LAASA Foundation is about loving all and serving all itself, right?
Yes.
You have been talking about loving all right from the beginning of this conversation. And actually, I am also reminded of one incident which Mr. M.S. Prakash Rao sir had told about how Bhagwan's devotees love all. Bhagwan being the embodiment of love. So it seems sir had gone for blanket distribution seva. During winters, they undertake this service where they distribute blanket to the poor people who are lying on the platforms or on bus stands. So one night he was going distributing blanket with his group. So he saw a man who had a blanket and he had worn the blanket and he was just sitting in the corner of a bus stand or so. He was not asleep. It was in the middle of the night at about 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And Prakash Rao sir saw that, this blanket, they had given him the previous year. Previous year when they had done the blanket distribution.
Okay.
But it was fully torn. So they offered him a new blanket. And then that person said, see, I got this blanket, it's torn, but no problem, I at least got this blanket. But just go 10 meters away from here, there is one boy who is lying in the chill of this night without any blanket and he is shivering because of the cold. You please offer this blanket to him. Then it seems Prakash Rao sir, he was a little surprised that why he is not taking the new blanket. Then he asked him, how is it that you have got this good quality of loving others? Then he said, see sir, this blanket you have given me last year and I know that you are coming from Satya Sai Baba and Satya Sai Baba is the embodiment of love. Okay. Now since he is the embodiment of love, at least when I am wearing this blanket which is given by him, at least when I am covering my body with this blanket, let me emulate that quality of love. That's what he says. That's why he says, I want to offer this blanket to that other boy here.
Yes. We should always think that love is God. It is totally 9-lettered. That is the ultimate mantra. And in our foundation, this LAASA foundation, we take 108 rupee.
Yes.
See, this 108 has great meaning and background with spiritual aspects. In astrology, we have 27 stars, nakshatras. And each star will have 4 parts, which are called padas. So 27 into 4 is 108. Any person on this earth will take birth in one of the star, in one of the pada. That means whenever we do anything relating with 108, you may chant 108 Nama, Ashtotas Namali, or when you chant 108 Gayatri Mantra, or even do anything 108, that includes Samasta Lokaha Sukhna Bhavantu. The result is not only given to you or to the worshipper.
It is for Loka Kalyana.
Yes, it is for all. That means Samasta Lokaha Sukhna Bhavantu is equal to 108. The numerical form of that is that, and I heard it from Chaganti Koteshwara Garu, famous speaker who gives on spiritual values. So once I heard it from him. So we have established this 108 rupee concept in this foundation.
Nice. So now what is the future plans in this LAASA foundation?
Yes. The future plans are not much targeted or not. No, we are not that much very particular in taking this foundation to that level, this level, any great things. And we want anything within ourselves, within the volunteers at least, they should know that why that we came to this foundation. And how can we help others through our thought, word and deed? Because if we follow the path of love, remaining 6, its relating qualities will come to us. This is called love family, which I developed this concept. I just want to share with you.
Yes, please.
If you own love, you think that the love is the head of the family. Love. The mother of love is understanding. The father of love is adjustment. The sister of love is smiling. The brother of love is bothering. The daughter of love is caring. The son of love is sharing. If we own this love, all these understanding, adjustment, smiling, bothering, caring and sharing, all these 6 will be with us. So if we could understand things, if we could adjust to the situations and circumstances, if we could smile even in the most painy ways, and if we bother for our fellow beings, if we could share for the needy and share our love, it is more than that what Bhagavan said. Just remember one thing, that one of the persons have asked Swami, are you God? It is just 50% correct, half correct. What is the other 50%? That means you are also God.
Yes.
So all of us are the reflections of the Almighty. So the heat and hotness is there in each spark of the yajna. So let us rededicate ourselves to our fellow beings who are just shedding their tears. And one most unique aspect of this LAASA Foundation is that not only we do things, but we say the people or the volunteers or the beneficiaries that how it got. Because more than 40 to 45 children are given the education through this foundation. More than 45. And more than 20 plus people are fed by LAASA 100-day food program in various places of India. And as you said, that blankets serving distribution camp. Last year, on 23rd of November, on Swami's birthday, one of our volunteers have distributed blankets in Pune, in Maharashtra.
Okay.
Each month we give all the volunteers that what is the inwards of this month and what that we spent in this month towards which activity or which sphere. So lots of things. And you said, no, the transformation. Each volunteer now is holding a social awareness. One of our volunteers went to Shirdi Sai temple in Visakhapatnam. While coming back, the watchman has stopped him. Sir, my son is just studying ITI. We are just living on the footpath on a thatched house. 4,000 rupees of fees is to be paid. Sir, he's supposed to be the volunteer of LAASA. Immediately he called from there itself. Sir, this is the case. Immediately we have given. And we don't give any money to any beneficiary directly. The money will be transferred to the volunteer's account. The volunteer will withdraw the money and he will give it to the concerned. He went to the college, he paid it. He has taken a photograph for evidence as a part of evidence and he uploaded it to the website. Anyone can see, all volunteers can go through all activities, what is happening at where. These things are observed, and probably this October 13th is the first anniversary of this foundation. And we are looking forward to have at least some good commitment persons, at least another 108 commitment persons added to this 251 volunteers. And in this 251, 212 are active. There are persons who discontinue also. Okay. We are not bothered. This is not a sake or a foundation for a numerical sake that we are this much, we are that much. We have 251 registrations and we have 212 active volunteers who are now actively taking part in foundation. And we want to add another 108 persons to this active list and to do more good things with more good thoughts and with more love and with more service dedication. And it is a great privilege for the Lavwal and Sarwal Foundation to have its voice here in this Radio Sai Global Harmony Studio. As this is the manifestation of Bhagavan Baba's will and wish and desire, and with his divine sankalpa it has emerged. And we rededicate at the lotus feet to shower more love and more compassion on the needy. And I have an appeal to all the listeners. There is infinite need in the world where there are lakhs of people standing on the roads with stretching hands. Where there are people who are crying with a lack of even a little hug. Where there are old people just passing the time with no one caring. So there are lots of miseries are there. Let us not just simply sit at home, or let just not pass our life like a routine mechanical device. As we are human beings breathing, our heart is beating, and our brain is working, our legs are running, our hands are working. Let us love people with only love. And I can say you that I'm not just keeping myself out, but I'm visually challenged. Totally, I'm 100% blind. Where a person with blindness is able to do something. Many people are there with all abilities, and you have all the skills and talents. Do not hide it for your individual or for your self sake. Just open one of your doors of your heart and thought, and let the rays of love from your heart spread into the world and serve and help the needy. And let us all be alive even after our life journey is over. Thank you, one and all. Jai Sai Ram.
Nice. It was nice talking to you. Thank you very much for coming to our studio and talking to us. Sai Ram. Sai Ram, dear listeners, welcome once again to today's Thursday Live. This is a segment, Service Love in Action, and I'm Raghu from Team Radio Sai. So till now, in this segment, you heard a conversation that I had recorded a couple of weeks back with Brother Bharadwaj. And in this conversation, he shared with us about the LAASA Foundation, a service body which he had initiated a year back. LAASA, as you heard, stands for Love All and Serve All. Well, I hope you all found this conversation very inspiring and motivating. Please do write to us about your comments, suggestions and feedback about this conversation. As always, you can write to listener@radiosai.org. In a while from now, we will be joined by Brother Prem and Brother Arvind for the next segment of today's Thursday Live, that is Afternoon Satsang. I'll be back again next week. Stay tuned. Jai Sai Ram.
Tune into Sai. Spend the day with Sai. From 6 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. on Radio Sai Thursday Live. Radio Sai.